All right, Janet Yellen there. The economy is doing well. It's beyond parity at
Well,
this
the
point.
border is secure,
With
too.
these, totally secure. Joining us now, the president of American Hartford Gold, Max Baecker, back with us. Good to see you, Max. Happy Saturday to you.
Happy Saturday. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. So the White House claims, as you just heard Janet Yellen there as well, says the economy is very, very strong. Do you buy that?
Look, right now we're in the middle of the biggest bank crisis since 2008. And so that's certainly a bold claim. Our economy only expands when banks lend and lend at favorable rates, and credit conditions are tightening rapidly. So JP Morgan came out this week and said we're heading into a recession, and hard to argue with that.
Bank failures, a real concern for Americans. Should we worry that more banks will follow, called contagion? And how can Americans protect their assets?
Yeah, look, it is a concern. Fed interest rate hikes have eroded the value of bank assets, such as government bonds and mortgage-backed securities. Since SVB's failed, Americans have moved over $500 billion from smaller lenders into big banks, and that causes more instability. Americans are looking for what they can do right now, and they're moving into several different banks. They're moving to larger banks. They're spreading out their accounts. That's one thing you can do, and I look toward tangible assets, look towards assets with no counterparty risk like gold.
Jerome Powell and the Fed, they hiked rates again, 0.25%, the ninth hike since Joe Biden took office. Pretty unbelievable. That's in response to inflation, where, don't forget, in the summer, we were over 9%. Now we're down to 6%, still at a 40-year high. You got to go back to Ronald Reagan's first term to see inflation that high again. Was that the right move this week, raising rates again?
I think they were trying to save face a little bit. It could have caused a pretty big panic had they not hiked rates with 6% inflation, and it really would have kind of shown America that, hey, there's something to panic about here with this bank crisis. Unfortunately, this last hike may only reveal more cracks in the financial system.
Right. And we're seeing that every time we see the interest rates go up, it also affects the housing crisis, because clearly they're trying to combat inflation. What do you think can be done to combat inflation? We know it's because the Biden administration keeps printing money. We also know it's because of basically the war on the fossil fuel industry. There's this trickle down effect. So what can be done, you think, in order to combat inflation?
Well, look, unfortunately, because of all the money printed with this administration, cat's out of the bag. We printed all this money. We have to kind of pay the price for that. So there's not going to be a soft landing or an easy way around it. Right. We have to hike rates, have to kill inflation. And so, yeah, we have to feel the pain a little bit.
Yeah, think about it. The first month Joe Biden was in office, the American Rescue Plan, which rescued nothing, it made things a whole lot worse. $2 trillion spending causes inflation, causes rate hikes. After the Great Depression, the stock market crashed, 1929. The proverbial people putting money under their mattresses, that's when it started, 1930s America. Have you seen an increase just in the last, say, 30 days with people buying gold?
Our business is up 400% in the past couple of weeks. People are flocking.
Oh.
Yeah, people are flocking to something tangible that, again, doesn't have counterparty risk, and there's real concern out there right now.
And where can people find you?
You can find us at AmericanHartfordGold.com.
All right.
There you have it.
Good to see you, Max Baecker. Great having you on this evening. We appreciate it, as always. Stay tuned for the second hour of our special coverage tonight of Donald Trump's Save America rally.